Hello class, it's Mr. Ng, and I wanted to make you a short little video to walk you through how to do the math in sheets concerning your Cheeto calorimetry lab. As you can see, I've already set a lot of things up for you. You don't need to worry about these pictures. These are the formulas that we'll be using today. This is a picture of the actual back of the Cheeto bag. But what you should have in your sheets right now, at the very least, is this stuff in yellow. This is your raw data, right? And then I kind of set some things up to kind of guide me along this video. You don't need to worry about this stuff just yet, but for now, might not be a bad idea to just kind of pause the video and input your raw data. If you notice, I used the first row to insert the little images, so you might put trials in row 1. It really doesn't matter. If you want to put trials in row 2 just to stay consistent with me, you can do that too. So here I have all of your raw data. Actually, it's not my raw data. This is the raw data of Haley, Julie, Alyssa, and Sarah Daniels. So thank you guys very much for letting me use your data. First thing I gotta do, first thing that you probably did on your own, is you found the change in temperature, right? This is initial temperature and the final temperature of the water inside that can that we heated up with a Cheeto. So to find the difference in temperature is very easy. You just do equal sign, right? See right here. Oops. This is my first calculation. I'm going to do the change in temperature. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to do equal sign. T final. I'm just going to click on a value for T final minus T initial. So if you notice here, it's just D3 in orange minus C3 in purple. Old school, just kind of function stuff. And then when I press enter, it does it for me. And it's true. 40 minus 21 is 19. So easy. We'll click on this, and then we'll drag it down, right? If you remember dragging it down, not the little arrow, not the little hand, but right here, we make it into a cross, then we could drag it down. Hooray, hurrah, right? And this found the difference. Great. With this change in temperature, this is delta T. We can find the total calories pretty quickly. We have the M, the mass. The mass was 100 grams of water. The specific heat of water, well, we've been learning it as 4.18 joules per gram Celsius, but in calories, it's way easier. It's 1 calorie per gram Celsius. So the equation for the total calories goes here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to do equal sign. And Q is the calories, right? Q is the heat in that Cheeto. Mass times specific heat. The mass of the water was 100 grams, 100, times the heat, which was 1 calorie per grams Celsius. So we just times 1, all right? Times finally delta T. And delta T was right here. 100 times 1 times E3, all right? Because E3 is delta 3. I push enter, and this is how many calories the Cheeto released. 1900 calories. All right, so I'm going to drag this down. Hooray, hurrah. Good. So this is for the whole Cheeto. How many calories per gram of Cheeto, right? So we did record the Cheeto mass. So calories per gram of Cheeto means we do equal sign. This is the total calorie, 1900, divided by how many grams the Cheeto was. The Cheeto was 2.33, equal sign. Good. So it's around 800 calories per gram of Cheeto. So drag that down. Oops, don't need you. All right, so it's around 800 calories per gram. But wait, we're not done yet. This 800 calories, this is in scientific calories, small c calories. But the stuff here, when this says 170 calories per serving, this is in kcals. This is in dietary calories, which is 1,000 regular calories. So kcals per gram is very easy to calculate. We do equal sign. We do the calories, and then we just divide it by 1,000. So really, each gram of Cheeto had around 1 kcal, 1 dietary calorie, okay, or 0.8 dietary calorie. Let's drag that down, and we are almost done. So this seems like it might be right. Maybe 1 gram of Cheeto is around 1 calorie, but that's not right at all. Instead, if you look here in this little image, there are 170 calories for every 28 grams. Let's calculate that. There are 170 calories for every 28 grams. So really, it's around 6 calories per gram. 6 calories. This is the theoretical. We are way off, and that's okay that we're way off. That's kind of the thing. This lab is more about having or finding the best procedures, and I knew we were going to lose a lot of heat. So don't freak out that your percent error is going to be like almost 100%. So let's find the percent error. Equal to theoretical minus experimental. The theoretical here is 6, right? 6 minus the experimental, which is 0.82. Right? Let's at least do 6.1 so that it's sig figs. Right? Equals to 6.1 minus 0.82. Right? Let's put that in parentheses. And then we need to divide that by the theoretical. So divide this by 6.1. Okay? And then we need to, I'm going to click up here now. Now I can't click it down here. I got to click it up in this little formula box, FYI. I'm going to put all of this around some parentheses, right? And then I'm going to multiply all of that by 100. Does that make sense? Theoretical minus experimental. That's the 6.1 minus 0.82 divided by the theoretical divided by 6.1 times 100. So I push enter. There we go, 86% error. So I could drag that down. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I shouldn't have written 6.82. I needed to put in the actual value. Oops. So instead of writing 0.82, let's click on this thing here. 6.3. Hooray, hurrah. Oops. And then there shouldn't be a divide symbol here. There we go. That looks way better. All right, equal sign. Great. Drag this down. Haha. Oh my gosh, one of this is almost 100% error. Like you're like basically 100% wrong. So the percent errors are horrible, right? But that's expected because we knew that most of the heat in the Cheeto wasn't going into the water. It was going into the crucible. It was going into the air. All I want you to do is kind of find the percent errors and then give me a strong discussion. Ooh, one last thing. For many of you, like we can actually change this into a percentage by doing two things. Number one, we don't need to times 100 for all of this, okay? We could just kind of drag this down without multiplying by 100. Just keep it as a decimal. And here, when you click onto the percentage sign, it'll change it into a neater percentage for you. And look, it's got the adorable percentage sign. That kind of works out. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you. Oh wait, let's do one last thing and let's format it so that you could input it into your sheets. So this stuff here is all kind of calculation stuff. So let's get rid of this stuff. So all these guys we can hide, right? E, F, and G. We could right click and we could just hide these suckers. Good. Oops. Hide you. I can click on this. Hide column. Hide column. There you go. This is kind of the stuff that we want. Let's give these guys, let's give this guy a different color. Boom. You have a different color. Boom. And then highlight this whole bit. Give it some borders. And you are ready to copy and paste this into your lab write-up. Okay, make it look nice and neat. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to reading your lab write-ups.